Hard to believe how time flies, especially when you're having fun. It is Friday. Can you believe that? Wow. Time to wrap it up. Okay, we came in this morning wanting to buy the 45 to 50 area, and we thought the market would at least go for stops above the overnight session high. And that did not turn out to be the case about stops about the overnight session high. We got a small trade out of this area, make a little, scratch, retest failure right here, make a little, just chop all through here. You could just really been chewed up. We talked about these higher lows. We talked about this mom should lead to a retest of the highs. And I thought the market was going to go higher, but we got our retest failure right here. And this is important. Look at the volume in that bar and the volume in that bar, then look at the volume in these three bars right here. There's just absolutely no interest in buying. And when we break that low, we don't get a lot of interest in selling until we get down into this area. We start to dump it. So the market was on hold. I had a hell of a rally yesterday from 2020 to 2057, went a little bit higher in the overnight session, got up above 2060 off of the ECB quantitative easy program, and here we're going to close the market in the 2050 area. Central bank intervention has rallied markets since March of 2009. There's no reason to think that market doesn't have a shot at new contract highs by the end of the month. Not saying that it's going to happen, but that's where we are. Fundamentals don't count much anymore. Higher low, higher high, so we can buy weakness or we can sell failure to take out the high off of this screen. Looking at the F2 screen. Okay, we have a P put in backwards, and market came down first, then started to build up like this. And what this usually implies, especially if the market is lower and we get a P, is that you got short covering down here. Right now, this implies new buying, and people were trying to push it higher all session long until we failed to put it up. Extend the range in J and K, and so in L right here, we've got a new move that comes down and takes us lower, so we may have started a new distribution down. So if the market were to close right here at 50, we'd be trying to sell 54.56 and then 59.61. On the buy side, it'd be 45.47 and then back in our 40.42. There is a little news on Monday. Markets PMI flash services and Dallas Fed. So it's not big news, but we do get into durable goods, durable orders, and other big pieces of news that can move the market next week. And it's auction week for the financials. Okay, looking at the note, the 2-year auction on Tuesday. So we do have a higher low and a higher high. We had option expiration today. We started off thinking that it was going to close at the day session at 16, then we raised it to 20, and it closed at 21.5. So not perfect, but pretty close. And this screen says we can be a buyer. Looking at our day session, we've got a D. Put this together. pretty square inside the congestion area. So we're looking for a move out of this 2920 area, and right now it looks like it's going to try to trade higher. 2-year auction is on Tuesday, so the trade on Monday will be sell failure to take out 20 to 30. I think if we take out 130 even, we probably don't want to be short. And on the buy side, the official close was 21.5, so buying the 17 to 13 area because it's a D, and then 5 to 9 is what we're going to try to do, but we may have to pay up depending on what the E-mini does this afternoon. Okay, in the 30-year, we've got a D pattern 2 leaning B. So we've got volume right here, basically in the 150.04 area. And if we can't build volume above that, then the market can come back down. So sell failure to take out 50.04 to 8. And then we'll take it 15 to 19, playing against this resistance up here. I think if we get to that 150.08, we're probably trading higher though. And we probably have help from the E-mini in that case. On the buy side, got a low at 26, have a low at 22 and at 20. So we'll make 25, 21 buy 1, and 17 to 13 buy 2. Okay, gold. Again, I don't think they're really going to be able to knock gold down and keep it down just because of all the stuff that's going on in the world. But the danger is central bank intervention, and we saw a very, very large seller come in and whack gold today starting in C period. And the move was over in C period. And it was over in 4 bars on the F4 screen. So we have this fear of what's going on with central governments around the world. We have the devaluation of the euro. We have a lot of things in play. So may have a hard time taking out that 1310 area, but I don't think we have much trouble getting back up to 1300. So I still kind of lean towards the buy side on this. So our first sell is going to be 1300 plus or minus, and 1305 plus or minus for sell 2. Looking at crude, I think we're headed below 45, especially if the new king keeps making statements that we're not going to abandon the policy of the previous king. We're going to keep production where it is. So 45 is a round number. Buy 1 plus or minus. Buy 2 will be 44, 44 and a quarter. On the sell side, 46, 46 and a quarter, and then 46.50 to 75. I like the short side of crude because there's more supply than demand, and it looks like demand is becoming more suspect with the weakening economic news that we get around the globe. That was interesting. I put that article up there about the the sales revenues and assets of the Fortune 500, and if you put all of that together, it would be the third biggest economy in the world, bigger than Japan's. And if you think about the industrial might of the United States and the companies that are headquartered right here, that's pretty impressive. And what was interesting in that article were profits this year were the same as they were the year before. So they're maintaining their own, they're treading water, nobody's really growing, which again further supports economic weakening. But 500 companies headquartered in the United States would put all their sales together. It's the third largest economy in the world. That's something. Okay, 113 even, plus or minus, sell 1, 1340 to 50, sell 2. It's just a real big market. Hard to say what will. I don't see any way for the euro not to keep selling. The most aggressive sell would be a limit sell. If we can't get through this 1250 and it starts back down, you definitely want to be short. On the buy side, I'm just going to leave it down here, 11 even, 11 and a quarter, and see what happens. We'll put a question mark in the 1150 area. It got smacked today. And got hit really, really hard. They don't screw around in the futures markets. If the market's supposed to go to whatever the price happens to be, up or down, it gets there pretty quickly. Folks, that's it. It's been a great week. We've had a lot of fun. We haven't been too far off the markets. Haven't been perfect, but pretty damn good, all things considered. They say we're going to be 60, give or take, on Sunday right here, so that'll be fun to look forward to, and I hope the weather cooperates for everybody else. Y'all have a great weekend. May all your basketball teams win. I'll see you bright and early Monday morning, 6:45 a.m. Central Time. I'm out of here.